traffic's pretty quiet these days, so we can go on for a nice drive. So I'd like to announce that Katana Style is officially open. Right now I have some die-cut decal stickers available for sale. It's that logo you guys see at the end of all my videos. That is my brand, Katana Style. Right now I'm doing our Series 1 release for stickers. So we have black and white die cuts. More stickers to come soon. Just still working on some designs, and hopefully I can get them into production soon. Hope everyone's doing all right during this whole, global pandemic. Hopefully wish everyone can stay safe, and hopefully we can get back to real life here as soon as we can. But today I'd like to talk about my coilovers. So I've had these coils on for about a month and a half now. I believe I posted my install video about 4 or 5 weeks ago, and I had them a little bit before that as well. So about a month and a half with these on. Honestly, it felt like longer, but really just looking at it, I really just bought these. But just a reminder, I do have these Silver's NEOMAX Coilovers. They are the Super Low Edition, and my specs for them are 10K spring rates up front and 8K spring rates in the rear. So, it's a little bit of a stiffer ride than your default setup, but it's really not that bad. On the dampening settings, I have it actually maxed out to full stiff. The reason I went this route is because when I threw them on in the middle setting, after installing them, it this kind of video. I'll probably do it once in a while here, you know, just to get some more riding. Yes, my car is automatic. It is a CVT, which you know, sucks. That's my least favorite part of this car is the transmission. I mean, it's been treating me well though, no issues, no overheating or anything crazy like that. It's been really good. But I do wish this car had the 5-speed. You know, people do. There is this one guy I saw that did a swap, and holy crap, looks like a very intensive job. I don't think I'm going to do that for this. This is too much. This is just the daily, you know, one of these days I'll get myself a nice project car, and you know, I can enjoy a manual transmission and all that fun stuff on that car, and leave this, you know, as my daily driver. So, but yeah, car's automatic. Anyway, back to the coilovers. I do have them at the max. Well, at least the fronts. The fronts are maxed out height-wise. Definitely, it tucks the tire a little bit on this car. It didn't go as low as I had hoped, but in the end, I think this is as low as I can really go before not being able to drive this, you know, as freely as I can here. I mean, my daily driving experience with this new kind of ride height and all that hasn't really changed that much. I mean, of course, you're more careful on bumps and you know, driveways and speed bumps and all that, but just driving on the road, driving on the freeway, it really didn't change much. You know, I still go over everything pretty much fine. Honestly, the only place I scrape is my actual driveway, which kind of sucks, but I can't really avoid it either. There's just no way I can angle the car the right way to not scrape anything. Mainly the side skirts take a beating, since they're almost about like an inch off the ground, so it's to be expected. Anyway, I feel a lot better filming this video after, you know, I'm finished work, because I tried this earlier in the week, right in the morning, you know, like 7 a.m. and I just could not do it. I just felt, I was just so tired, and like I just didn't feel like talking that much. But this is a lot easier, and also the commute's a little less dramatic here, so I'm glad. But yeah, this video really just is to test this camera out. Hopefully nothing is too crazy overexposed. I still need to purchase some ND filters for this. I want to shoot in 24 frames, you know, 1/48 of a shutter speed, but right now that would be crazy washed out. So I'm shooting this at 60, gonna export it at 24, but that's, no one cares about that. But yeah, I'll probably do a video like this, you know, once in a while here, kind of get some fresh content in. Of course, with everything going on, a lot of events are canceled. All the car meets I wanted to go to, all the shows I wanted to enter, a lot of them have been postponed. So, I mean, in a way, it's kind of good for me, because my car wasn't really ready anyway. I still had a lot of stuff I wanted to do before taking it to shows, especially Boxer Fest this year. I really wanted to get the car nice and polished and everything refined before I entered my car in this year. But since that got postponed to September now, I still got honestly. Alright, so pulled over here. Okay, now my front lid looks good. Somehow it didn't die. But jeez, man. This fell off. Looks like I lost my hardware too. Kind of having a cool spot right now. I kind of missed my turn, but I might bust out my phone real quick, take a quick pic side of the road. But yeah, that was no fun. It's kind of cool recording with the GoPro, though, I'm not gonna lie. Jeez, man. Nothing actually broke. I'm kind of surprised. So